Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone you once spoke to every day suddenly becomes a stranger? Where the conversations stop, the calls go unanswered, and silence takes over? It's in these moments of separation that the truth begins to unfold. When a man and a woman do not contact each other, something powerful happens. It's not just about the absence of words, it's about the message that silence carries. Silence speaks. It reveals emotions, exposes intentions, and forces both people to reflect. Some connections grow stronger in silence while others fade away, revealing their true nature. Today we are going to dive deep into the meaning of distance, the lessons hidden within silence, and the strength found in letting go. This is not just about relationships, it's about self-discovery, self-respect, and the realization that sometimes stepping back is the only way to move forward. The power of distance and silence. Silence is louder than words, stronger than explanations, and more powerful than any argument. When a man and a woman stop contacting each other, something profound begins to happen. It's in that space of no communication that truth rises to the surface. Think about it. When you step back, when you allow distance, you give yourself and the other person the chance to see things clearly. There's no more hiding behind words, no more pretending, no more distractions, just silence, raw, unfiltered, and honest. Sometimes no contact is a conscious decision. Maybe one of you needed time to think, to heal, or to figure out what you truly want. Other times it happens without warning. One day the conversations just stop and the silence begins. But regardless of how it happens, one thing remains true. Silence always reveals what words try to hide. When you remove yourself from someone's life, you give them the opportunity to feel your absence. They are forced to face a reality where you are no longer readily available, where they no longer have easy access to your energy, your love, and your attention. And this is where you see the truth. If someone truly values you, they will feel that silence like an emptiness in their soul. They will recognize what they lost. They will reflect on the connection you shared, and if it meant something to them, they will make an effort to reach out. But if they can walk away without a second thought, if the silence doesn't bother them, then you have your answer. And trust me, that answer is a blessing. But here's what's most important. Silence isn't just about them. It's about you. It's about reclaiming your energy, redirecting your focus, and understanding that your value does not depend on someone else's presence. The moment you stop chasing, stop explaining, stop trying to force a connection that may not be meant for you, you regain your power. You prove to yourself that you don't need external validation to be whole. Silence is not weakness. It is self-respect. It is strength. It's saying, if you miss me, show me. If you care, prove it. And if you don't, I am better off without you. It's giving yourself the space to heal, to grow, to level up. It's allowing the right things to find you while letting go of what is no longer serving you. So what happens when a man and a woman do not contact each other? The truth comes out. Feelings become clear. Time reveals everything. And in that space of silence, you discover who truly belongs in your life and who was only there for a season. When distance creates clarity, distance has a way of revealing the truth. When a man and a woman stop contacting each other, the silence doesn't just fill the space between them. It forces them to reflect. It creates a moment where emotions settle, distractions fade, and reality sets in. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. That urge to reach out, to check in, to send a simple, "Hey, how are you?" can be strong. But resist it, because what happens next is crucial. This is the moment where clarity begins to form, not just for them, but for you as well. You see, when two people are constantly in communication, emotions can cloud judgment. Feelings can make you ignore red flags, overlook disrespect, or tolerate behavior that doesn't align with your standards. But when the noise disappears, when you remove the constant interaction, the truth becomes undeniable. You start to ask yourself, was this connection truly serving me, or was I just holding on to familiarity? Was I being valued, or was I the only one putting in effort? Do I miss this person, or do I just miss having someone around? Distance doesn't just test the other person, it tests you. It forces you to look at the relationship for what it really was, not just what you wanted it to be. And sometimes that clarity can be painful. You may realize that you were the one always initiating conversations, always giving, always trying to hold things together. You may see for the first time that the other person was never truly invested. But here's the good news. Clarity brings freedom. When you see things as they are, you can finally make choices based on truth, not illusion. You can stop waiting for someone who was never really there. You can stop hoping for change that will never come. And you can redirect your energy toward the things and the people that truly deserve it. But what about them? What happens on their side? Well, if your absence means something to them, they will feel it. They will begin to question why you haven't reached out. They will replay past conversations, remember your presence, and realize the void that silence has created. If they truly care, they will reach out, not because they feel obligated, but because they don't want to lose you. But if they can go days, weeks, or even months without thinking about you, if they can replace you without hesitation, then they have given you the greatest gift of all, the truth. The right people won't let distance separate them from you. They won't let silence be the end of the story. They will make an effort, not just with words, but with actions. And if they don't, then your silence has done exactly what it was supposed to do. It has set you free. The power of letting go. Letting go is one of the hardest things to do. When a man and a woman stop contacting each other, emotions start to surface, doubt, fear, and even regret. The mind starts playing tricks on you, making you question whether you made the right decision. What if I was too harsh? What if I should have fought harder? What if they were the right person for me and I just let them go? But here's the truth. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is choosing peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and self-respect over desperation. So many people hold on to relationships, friendships, and connections that no longer serve them because they fear the unknown. They fear being alone. They fear not finding someone else, and they fear what life will be like without that person. But what if I told you that letting go doesn't mean you're losing? What if it actually means you're making space for something better? When you stop chasing, stop begging for attention, and stop trying to force a connection that isn't meant for you, something powerful happens. You reclaim your self-worth. You start to see that your value is never dependent on whether someone called, texted, or showed up. Your value is never in someone else's hands to define. It was always within you. And here's what's even more powerful. When you let go, you give yourself the gift of peace. No more wondering where you stand. No more stressing over mixed signals. No more questioning your worth based on someone else's inconsistency. When you release the need for closure or validation from another person, you find it within yourself. But here's the thing about letting go. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you erase the good memories or pretend the connection never existed. It simply means you accept reality for what it is instead of what you wanted it to be. Maybe the silence between you and this person is permanent. Maybe they walked away and you'll never hear from them again. Or maybe one day they'll realize what they lost and try to come back. But by the time that happens, you will have grown. You will have built yourself up so much that their return won't shake your foundation. You will be stronger, wiser, and more focused on what truly matters, your own happiness. Because the truth is, the people who are meant to stay in your life will never put you in a position where you have to question your worth. They won't disappear and expect you to chase them. They won't remain silent and hope you fill the gap. The right people will match your energy, reciprocate your efforts, and make it clear that they value you. So if someone isn't contacting you, let them be. Let them stay where they are. Your life doesn't stop because someone else isn't showing up. Your journey continues and the best is yet to come.